Hello and welcome to the Xpeng G6 Ownership Series. My name is Peter and welcome inside my Xpeng G6. In this series I tell you all the ins and outs on how it is to live with this car on a daily basis. What's good, what's bad, what's up for improvement, and just how I experience this car every day. This video is all about software, and software is an increasingly important part of the car. The real user experience is centered around the infotainment system in the middle of the car, especially here in the front. And of course the software in that system. How do you use it? How usable is it while you're driving? What are the features? How is it presented? All those things are key parts of the user experience, and software can really ruin a car these days. Even though the hardware might be good, I mean, obviously it's still a vehicle that you need to drive, it needs to be comfortable, fast, and so on. But if the software is bad, something that you interact with every single time you're in the car, that can ruin the whole experience. Now, traditionally, the Chinese manufacturers have been really good on software, and traditionally it's also been something that the European brands in particular are lacking on many fronts. It's getting a lot better these days, but still you can see that the Chinese brands are far ahead when it comes to the tech and the software in particular. Now this video is well timed as far as that goes, because Xpeng is pushing a new over-the-air update of its software. And because I work together with Xpeng for this series, that does not mean sponsored, by the way, people in the video. I work together with Xpeng. They've allowed me to test the beta version of this software already. So by the time this video launches, the final version is live. But here we can already have a look at the beta version to see what's new. On that note, Xpeng says it's about 90% finished, so some details that you see in the video might not be fully ready for the final push yet, but by the time this video goes live, the final version has been released. So let's have a look together. Okay, so it's done installing, and you can now see we are on the 5.8.0.8903 beta version of the software. Excellent. There's a whole list of enhancements for the current open beta. I won't go through all of them, but there's a few things worth highlighting. The first one, the Xpilot, that's the self-driving capability of the car. Optimize the logic of braking at night, enabling more smooth driving. That's an important one because obviously you always want the smoothest driving experience possible. And there's another one later actually that is even more important to that. Smart cabin, no, that's simple enhancements to higher stability of Android Auto and so on, like you can see here. Improves the UI, so that's just fine-tuning the way you interact with everything, so that's nice. Then co-driving, especially the adaptive cruise control that I use often is important. I like the second one. Raise the deceleration performance of the AC. Braking will feel smoother when stopping the car or when slowing vehicles that are detected ahead. I think a lot of the modern self-driving systems are good, but especially with that fine last 10% of smooth driving, they struggle. Often it's an on-off kind of thing, like ooh, gas, ooh, brake, and there's not much in between. So any kind of smoothness they can add this way is very good in my book, because it just makes the ride more enjoyable, and it makes it more enjoyable to use those systems as well. Because the last thing you want is that it's a bit like jerky in the car when a car crosses lanes, for example, in front of you, and you only need to decelerate a little bit, but not too much. So that's nice. Then AI bodyguard. Now that's a good one. Driver recorder new to all countries in Europe except Luxembourg, Portugal, Switzerland, and Austria. Now that's an important one because you can obviously utilize all the cameras around the car as a dash cam. A lot of people have an extra thing in the car behind the rear view mirror, for example, to record things in case of an incident, that you have a video version of your side of the story. The car can utilize all those cameras, but that was not turned on here in the Netherlands before. And apparently it will be turned on now. So that's great. You got to put a memory stick in the USB and then you should be good to go. So that's nice. That actually really, I really like that one because I was hoping that would come soon. I've always driven with the dashcam in my previous car, so it's nice that it's now coming. AI cabin, pet mode, not really relevant for me because I don't have pets, but then it means you can leave your dog in the car at a certain temperature on a hot day and it won't overheat, so that's great. Karaoke without microphone, a little bit of fun in the system. Okay, that's cool. So when you're waiting for a charger or when you're charging and you're in the car with your family, you can do a little karaoke. And the Xpeng mixer to enable disable karaoke without microphone. Hey, that's kind of cool. It's a fun feature, not for me personally. I'm not much of a karaoke person, but it's cool that it's added. Those are, I mean, on the one hand, those things are a bit unnecessary, I think, because how often are you really going to put karaoke in the car? But you know, it is a tool to make the journey more fun for the whole family. If you have to wait for a charger or in a dull moment somewhere, why not? AI calendar, sync your calendar, combo. Oh, that's a good one too. Combo language update. 20 new languages are available to Xcombo or the car infotainment. That's really good. I prefer to have it in English, even though I am Dutch. But I can imagine if you are from a country and you're not well versed in English, or just not much into languages, it's nice to be able to have the infotainment system in your own language. So that's excellent. Xcombo allows you to combine basic functions, tailor-made sequences. Yeah, Xcombo is a good feature. Actually, let me know in the comments if you guys want to see a full video on the Xcombo, because that allows you to tailor the car experience. Phone vehicle connection, AC. Oh, that's a good one too, actually. AC enhancement. Temperature settings. The lowest temperature to which users can set the AC is changed from 18 down to 16. I noticed that a couple of times, actually, especially because it's been really hot in the Netherlands for the past few weeks, that I couldn't go further down than 18. And this is really one of the strengths of software updates. You can just run a bit of code that makes the compressor work a bit harder, and then you can lower the temperature. That's excellent. And that's really where you can see that software can make or break the experience of a vehicle, and you can actually improve the vehicle that way. It's the same with the powertrain. A little bit of software and you can make the motors run a little bit harder, to a point obviously, and you have more power. Tesla has done that before, other brands have done that before. It's really nice to see that Xpeng is doing that too. Great. Bluetooth device, smooth playing for your radio, extra DAB. Oh, that's a fun one too. Extra DAB info on your radio for titles and covers. Really nice. Custom lock sound. Oh, that's a good one too. You can upload your own sounds to the car and play those sounds when you're closing and opening the car. So anything from hi, good morning, to a message recorded by your kids, or some kind of funny sounds. Why not? Charging connector, emergency plugger, voice assistant, applications to more operations include AC, air voice. Okay, that's also good. So you can now use the voice control to operate more things in the car. Again, another great example of how software can really enhance the experience. Wiper settings, AI charging, smarter global map. Oh, that's also good. You can set some preferences, and then the AI in the system can find better places to charge and be smarter about when and how long and where to charge. Ah, that's a pretty good feature too, because that's obviously something that works together with the navigation. When you're on longer journeys, you want to be as efficient as possible, not stand still too long when it's not necessary. So this will figure that out for you. Nice feature too. We're going to start here on the home screen with my navigation. If we go to the car menu and all the way back to general, you can now see that we are fully and truly on that beta update. And if we then go back to home, we can go to the app drawer, and that's of course where most of the magic will happen. Now, I'm not going to go into every little app like I already said. The things that are good to point out, for example, is the Xcombo here. That is really cool. If you have it on your phone, it's if this, then that. So basically, you can set a context and an action to it. And these are a lot of pre-programmed ones. You can do this here in the car, but you can also do it on your phone and push them remotely. So that's really cool. And it's anything from things with the air conditioning, to the lights, to the preheating, to the seats, you name it. So there's a few cool ones here, some summer essentials, ultra fast cooling, remote car preparation, all those things. You can set those up. Same thing for energy saving, seat eco mode, low power mode. So again, you set the context and a consequence to that context, which is really cool. So there's a lot of interesting ones. If you really dive into this, it's really a cool way to personalize your vehicle and make it sort of tailored to the way that you use the vehicle. So that's really nice. Go back to the app drawer. You can see the X-Sleep and the mindfulness space. So that's if you're charging, for example, or you're waiting somewhere and you don't want to use the karaoke option, then you can use those for a moment of tranquility. The seats can go fully flat. You can almost sleep here. So that's nice. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, well, those things you know. The DVR button is an interesting one, because now that is actual dashcam footage. You can see here, this is my current footage. And this is actively recording while the car is on. So you can see it's adding up now. So I'm recording outside. I'm using the cameras for that. So that's really cool. That's a feature I've been waiting for. This is great. If I show you briefly. So this is the view that the camera is recording, and if you go to the surroundings, then this is what the car has recorded from the corner cameras. So that's really nice in case there's something that's happening on the road that requires evidence. It also has X-guard recordings. That's your sentry mode, so to speak. When the car is parked, somebody dangs his door into yours, you have footage of that happening, and here is the storage. But like I said, I will do a separate video on the dash cam specifically. Obviously, there's a lot of details to this software update that are a bit boring to watch, so I'll spare you those specifically, but I'll go through them as they come up further down in this ownership series. If there are things you want to see, let me know, like I said, and I will do the dedicated video on the dash cam sometime soon. By the time this video goes live, the full update will have been pushed already, so this is more of a brief preview that you'll see by the time it gets pushed. Hope you find that interesting. If you do, please watch the other videos in this ownership series as well. I will have this car for 5 years, so there's plenty more videos to come. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to see those videos and don't want to miss a single one of them. For now, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and give it a thumbs up if you like this video. Cheers!